Krishna everyone. Hope you had a lovely day. Welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. Today we will discuss about the placement 12th lord in the ninth house. What do you mean by the lord of the house in Vedic astrology? Now each planet has got a responsibility of handling either one or two houses. So this planets become the lord of those houses. Now look at this table to see which planet is the lord of which zodiac sign. So if you see this table, Mars is the lord of two zodiac signs, which is Aries and Scorpio. Venus is the lord of two zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. So in this way, each of the planet has gotten a department to handle either one or two zodiac signs. Now let us try to understand that with an example. Now for example, if in your chart third lord is in the fourth house, so how you conclude whether third lord is in fourth house? So if you see, this is the first house where 12 is written, this is the second house where 1 is written, and this is the third house where 2 is written. Now what is 2? If we have a look at the table, then 2 is nothing but the Taurus zodiac sign. And who is the lord of Taurus zodiac sign? It is Venus. Okay, so what you will say then, lord of the third house is Venus. Okay, because it is the lord of the Taurus zodiac sign. And but where is Venus placed? Now Venus is placed in the fourth house of the birth chart. So this is how you will conclude that third lord is in the fourth house. So today we will check the placement 12th lord in the ninth house, but before that I have already made detailed videos on what all things can we see from the ninth house as well as from the 12th house. Please go and check that out before proceeding with this video. Also, a small disclaimer. Please note that this is a general prediction depending only on the placement of a lord in a specific house. Accurate results will only come after considering the zodiac sign, planets, dignity of the planets, retrogression, combustion, aspects, nakshatra, ascendant, shadbal, conjunction, and your running time period, which is Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. 12th lord is going 10 places away and sitting in the ninth house. 10 places away always shows some kind of pending work or pending karma that one has to do with respect to the significations of the ninth house. What are the significations of ninth house? Ninth house shows one's father, luck and fortune, master's education, advanced level education, working for spirituality, religion, etc. So some form of pending work with respect to these significations needs to be done in this lifetime. Now, ninth house is part of the Trikona houses. House number 159 are called as the Trikona houses, and these are the most auspicious houses of any chart because you get the benefits of, we can say, the luck and fortune, ancestral blessing, past life blessing. So because of these hidden luck factors which is part of these houses, it is considered as the most auspicious houses, whereas 12th house is part of the Dushtana houses because it is not so pleasant house because it deals with certain elements or situations which nobody wants to experience in their lifetime. So specifically, if we need to discuss about the 12th house, then it deals with losses, expenses, hospitalization, living in isolation, being restricted. So all these kind of negative elements is associated with the 12th house. So when ninth house is getting linked to the 12th house, wherein the ninth house is the house of luck and fortune, you might feel that there is certain challenges in your luck and fortune, that whatever you desire, you are not getting it in the first attempt. This might especially be true when you are living in your native place. Probably there you might not get enough support of luck and fortune, but as in when you change your location, move to a distant land, is when your luck and fortune will start to favor you. Now, ninth house is part of the Dharma Trikon. The Dharma Trikon in any chart deals with being right, doing the right thing. Okay, doesn't matter whether you make money or not, what is right for a certain situation, doing that, being righteous, being truthful, being honest, okay, following the moral path. So, all of these things is linked to the Dharma houses. And 12th house, on the other hand, is part of the Moksha Trikon. The Moksha Trikon of chart deals with emancipation, spirituality, liberation, okay, detachment from the materialistic world. So when this Dharma and Moksha Trikon here is getting linked together, this is a very spiritual placement. Unless it's afflicted, this position, this placement makes one spiritual in nature, wants to do the good thing, follows religion, okay, unless it is afflicted. Now, 12th lord shows foreign lands, and ninth house is a house which shows your long distance journeys, higher education. So, with this placement, there is a possibility of you taking long distance journeys to go to foreign lands for pursuing master's education. 12th lord shows losses, hospitals, bed pleasures, and ninth house is the house of father. So, this is a kind of a tricky position for the ninth house, because there is a possibility of losses to father or huge expenses to be bear by your father. Okay, this is a possibility. Or your father might be living separately from you, either in some foreign country or in some spiritual places or in ashrams. Okay, exact situation we can only see after seeing the entire chart. Here we are just discussing the possibilities of what all things can happen from one specific position. Now, if this is badly placed or afflicted, there is a possibility of separation from father. Now, this it there is a distance between you and your father. It could be an emotional distance or a physical distance due to living in two different places. Okay, there is a possibility of father suffering some from some addiction issues or some long term health issue, or early loss of father is also possible. Like multiple scenarios, entire chart needs to be seen to drill down on the exact situation. 12th lord shows foreign lands, and ninth house is the house of long distance journeys. So with this placement, there is a possibility of living in foreign land for a very good amount of period. But for this to happen, the entire timing and things needs to be aligned. Your dasha, with respect to this lot should be activated, is only when you are going to see this results. If this dasha period only doesn't come into your lifetime, then this might not happen. 12th lord shows privacy and isolation, and ninth house is a house of father. So with this placement, one's father might be someone who could be a very private person who doesn't like to indulge much publicly, or might like to live in isolation or in isolated environments. 12th lord shows expenses and spirituality. Ninth house is the house of one's religious views. So with this placement, then you might spend money or do expenses on charitable deeds or for spiritual purposes. If you're not doing, start doing it, because that will make this placement better. Doing charitable expenses is good with this placement. 12th lord shows your sleep and your dream, your subconscious mind, and ninth house is the house of your father, long distance journeys, and master's education. So one's dreams might be related to one's father. Maybe there is improving the relationship with one's father, or going to foreign lands, or to pursue master's education in some dream college abroad. 12th lord shows isolated places, ashrams, spirituality, and ninth house is a house of religious views. So there is a possibility of going to some ashram to get higher learning and wisdom, possibility of having interest in occult, astrology, mysticism related subjects is also high. Now this depends. If the chart is more spiritually inclined, then the chances of these situations will be higher. 12th lord shows your losses, your expenses, and ninth house is a house of luck and fortune. So if this is badly placed and afflicted, there is a possibility of you losing your wealth and fortune due to huge expenses or losses, or taking unnecessary debts, or just because of mismanagement of money. So one has to be very mindful on how one manages money, otherwise one might lose it due to wasteful expenses. 12th lord shows expenses, and ninth house is the house of father. So possibility of you spending your father's income due to a small phases of joblessness is also possible. 12th lord shows losses, expenses, and ninth house is a house of father. So if this is badly placed, then it is not good for father's real estate properties, or probably there would be lack of happiness to you from your father. Now, 12th lord shows accidents, hospitalization, and ninth house is a house of luck and fortune. So, if this is badly placed, afflicted, there is a possibility of misfortune or expenses into hospitalization, while one is going on a long distance journey. So, one has to be careful. If one is driving, you have to, follow the rules and be very mindful when one is doing this long distance journeys. 12th lord shows jails, hospitals, ashrams, mental asylums, and ninth house is a house of luck and fortune. So this is a good placement to work in jails, hospitals, mental asylums, religious places, ashrams, research labs, foreign lands. So this is a good placement if it is well placed to work in any of these places. 12th lord shows your subconscious mind, and ninth house is a house of luck and fortune. So you might be someone, subconsciously you are trying to attract luck and fortune in your life. You are highly intuitive, highly imaginative, and any imaginative ideas which comes in your mind can become helpful for you, that might prove lucky for you. 12th lord shows isolated places, private places, and ninth house is the house of higher learning. So you might be someone who likes to learn about the scriptures, Vedas, ancient text, occult related studies from your private place, isolated areas, or from your bedroom. 12th lord shows foreign lands, and ninth house is a house of luck and fortune. So luck and fortune is coming to you from foreign lands, or from foreign companies. If with this placement you might not feel lucky if you are in your native place or doing something which is not aligned to the placement, but your luck and fortune starts favoring you as soon as you go to foreign lands and foreign companies, given that it is well placed and is unafflicted. 12th lord shows spirituality, and ninth house is a house of long distance travels. So long distance journeys to the pilgrim holy sites is beneficial with this placement. 12th lord shows imprisonment, okay, isolation, living in restricted zones. Ninth house shows luck and fortune, following the law, being truthful, being moral. So if this is badly placed, then there is a possibility of misfortune due to not obeying the laws of the land, and hence ending up in jail, or ending up kept isolated, maybe for questioning, or any sexual or drug related addictions. All of this is possible. So it is very important important with this placement for you to follow the law of the land in which you are living in, especially when you are in not your native land. Now, 12th Lord sitting in the ninth house is giving it seventh aspect on the third house of your younger siblings, neighbors, relatives, etc. So, the 12th Lord of isolation, distance is seeing the third house of your younger siblings. So, one might feel a little distant with one's younger siblings or neighbors, relatives from local community. Either it could be due to a physical distance, or it could be because of difference of opinion or change, or a difference in the mindset of thinking between you and the other party. One's younger sibling might have to face some form of loss or huge expenses when this dasha period gets activated. Now, that what kind of loss or expenses, we need to see the entire chart for that. If it is severely afflicted, then it might also show loss of your efforts on some initiative that you might be doing when this dasha period is activated, because third house is the house of your efforts, your physical strength and courage, and 12th lord of loss is seeing it. I will in future make separate videos with different type of planets as the 12th lord in the ninth house. If you have this placement in your chart, please do mention your experiences in the comment section. I hope you guys must have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also, please do let me know in the comment section below what more videos would you like to see. Thank you.